All right, so very warm welcome to the one more another session of YouTube with Nehal ma'am here. So in today's class, what are we going to learn? Today we are going to discuss about the application of one of the chemical reaction. As you know, I am the chemistry expert, so I'm gonna take you to the journey where you are going to learn the chemical reaction getting used in our daily life. Yes, so as we all are chemists, we do chemical reactions in our daily life. When I talk about the routine, so I'm going to teach you one such kind of routine where you are actually doing reaction. That is the chemical reaction. Isn't it interesting? Yes. Let's begin. And let me tell you about the ODA application. So ODA class is the class which provides you the live classes where you can learn from the best teachers from all over the India. So you can download this app from the Play Store. Yes. And you can do this with the link which is shown below here. We have one design course for you, that is bridge course, which is a 1 day 1 week course in which we are going to have 3 math sessions as well as 3 science sessions. On top of that, you're also gonna get the personal teacher support and talking about homework that you need to do on app as well as test on app. You can join this bridge course right away by clicking on this link which is shown below. So yes, students, to learn such interesting concepts, just like I'm gonna discuss today, if you want to learn such topics which are quite difficult to understand and very hard to remember. So click on this icon, which is click on this link which is given below. Moving ahead, let to tell you about the course. It's gonna start from Monday. So let me introduce myself to you. My name is Nehal Patel and I am Master Chemistry Teacher at ODA Class. I have completed my Masters from NIT Surat and I have 4 years of teaching experience. In this span of teaching experience, I have taught, mentored more than 20,000 students just like you. So I hope now you know me well. So let me move ahead to our today's topic that is most interesting and we are going to discuss. That is application of neutralization reaction. Application of neutralization reaction, that's our topic. What are we going to discuss in this topic? I will first tell you the meaning of application exactly, and then we will jump to learn our core topic that is neutralization reaction. And then the limelight of our class application. Application of this neutralization reaction in your daily life. So, students, let's move ahead with the meaning. When I talk about the application of neutralization reaction, the first question is, where do you use it? Ma'am, you told we use this reaction in our daily routine. But where do we use, ma'am? Right from bathing. When I talk about bathing, you use soap. What do you use? You use soap to take a bath. And soap is supposed to cleanse in the dirt of your body. So the chemical which soap contain is base. So soap is basic in nature. While the dirt on your body is basically acidic, so this base neutralize acid, and that's how chemical reaction proceeds. Talking about brushing, we use toothpaste. Chemically, toothpaste is basic in nature. Why are we using this basic substance to brush our teeth? Because talking about the dirt which is in our mouth, yes, the remnants in our mouth are acidic, and where our toothpaste, which is base, will react with acid to neutralize that dirt and to cleanse in our mouth. So, student, these are the two applications of neutralization in your daily routine. This is just an example, but we will discuss it in detail as soon as we'll learn the application part. Chalo. So application is a chemical reaction. There are tons and tons of reactions, right? So what is so special about neutralization reaction? Why it has given a name neutralization? So let me first tell you that in this chemical reaction, two substances reacts with each other. That is acid reacting with base. Can you see in this picture? Can you see in this picture? The acid is reacting with base. And when they react, the new substance form, that is salt and water. So this is your neutralization reaction. Now why the name is neutralization? Why the name of the reaction is neutralization reaction? Because my dear students, the acid and the base that are going to react here, they are going to neutralize each other. नहीं समझ में आ रहा है? Hard to understand? Okay, let me clear it for you. Can you see the two fighters fighting here? Can you see the two fighters fighting here? Now these two fighters will try to win over each other. The red one will try to win over blue, and the blue fighter will try to win over the red fighter. So the similar kind of situation is going to be in our chemical reaction, that is neutralization. The acid and the base that are going to react, they will try to neutralize each other. When I say they try to neutralize each other, it means neutralize. The word neutralize means cancelling each other's effect. When I talk about acid, you know some of the characteristics of acid? The acid tastes sour, the base tastes bitter. So this is one of the characteristics, and they both will try to cancel each other's effect. Acid will try कि base का सारा effect खत्म हो जाए. Base will try कि acid का सारा effect खत्म हो जाए. So that is how they are going to neutralize each other, and that is why the name is neutralization reaction. Are you able to understand this? If yes, let me know. All right. So, did you understand the concept? The why neutralization name is given to our particular reaction. Yes? Great. All right. Let's move ahead and let us solve some question so that we can remember this information. We can understand this information. Reactants of neutralization reactions are dash. Ma'am, reactant जैसा आपने तो कुछ बताया ही नहीं. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about chemical reaction. So when I talk about any chemical reaction, any chemical reaction has two parts, that is reactant and product. So basically, reactants are going to react with each other. The reactants are going to react with each other, just like in our neutralization reaction. Who is trying to react with each other? Acid and base. So the substance which are trying to react with each other, they are known as reactant, while some new substance is going to form, that is product. So I asked you about the reactants, the substance that are going to react with each other. So tell me quickly, which two substances are going to react with each other in our neutralization reaction? So it's of course acid and base. It's very important to remember, students, or else we will not be able to solve the further questions which are coming ahead. So once again, student, try to remember this chemical reaction by the short form. You can use the short form of mine to remember this. I remember something like this. A plus B gives us S plus W. जल्दी से कहीं पे लिख लो. Please write it somewhere. How will you remember this reaction or the reactant or the product in this reaction? A plus B gives S plus W. Acid plus base gives salt plus water. Right? Wonderful. Now product part. Once again, every chemical reaction has how many parts? वापस से, everybody. Every chemical reaction has how many parts? Two. Reactants and products. Yes? When I talk about reactant, here When I talk about reactant, the substance which are reacting with each other, right? But the products are the substances which are formed during the chemical reactions. So what are the products? Easy hai. I taught you one short form to remember this. And what is that? A plus B gives us S plus W. So what is our product here? Salt and water. Where is that option? Here we go. Salt and water are the product of neutralization reaction. Once again, student, any acid reacts with any base, the salt are going to form along with the water. Along with the water. Wonderful, students. I hope you have solved this question. And now it's time to move ahead and solve one more question, which is from your NCRT exam plan. Yes? What is that question? Let me come to that. All right. Neutralization is reaction between dash. न्यूट्रलाइजेशन रिएक्शन किन दो सब्सटेंस के बीच में है? The neutralization reaction is between which two substance? Pretty easy to answer this. If you remember my shortcut, that is A plus B gives us S plus W. So neutralization reaction is reaction between which two substances? Two acids? No. Two base? No. It's one acid and one base. That's the question is. I hope you are able to understand. So, here we go with the answer. Neutralization reaction is a dash reaction. When I say reaction, you can also mention it as process. आप इसको process की तरह भी mention कर सकते हो. So, why? Because you have learned about the changes in your class 6th and 7th. याद आ रहा ना थोड़ा थोड़ा? Yes. So, neutralization reaction is what type of reaction or what type of process? It is pretty visible from the reaction itself that yes, it's a chemical reaction, right? The concept is boosted up. All right. Now let's jump to the limelight, the main part of our today's class. The application, the use of this neutralization reaction, where acid is gonna react with base. Correct? Chalo. So here the list is given of the 4 applications of neutralization reaction in your daily life. The 4 applications are listed below. The first one is stomach acidity. The first one is stomach acidity. Tell me, students, have you ever seen your parents or grandparents suffering from acidity? Yes, you might have heard from them. Absolutely. Talking about insect bite. Tell me, how many of you have got bitten by ant? Yes. And the third part is soil treatment. Soil treatment, one of the most important application of neutralization reaction. Moving ahead with the wastewater treatment. In this also we uses neutralization reaction. So application means use. And now I'm going to teach you that how do we use neutralization reaction to get relief from stomach acidity. Let me explain you that. First of all, what is the cause of this stomach acidity? ये stomach acidity होती क्यों है? So there can be two reasons. There can be two reasons. Either you eat a lot or if you do not eat food on time. At that time or at that moment, you might have to suffer from acidity. In that situation, you suffer from acidity. Why that has happened? Because our stomach releases one acid. The name of that acid is HCl, hydrochloric hydrochloric acid. Yes, kids, our stomach releases this acid to help in the digestion of food and also helping to kill the germs which are present in the food. So, student, when this acid which our stomach produces, if that acid is released is an extra amount, in an excess amount, अगर ये एसिड हमारे पेट में एक्सेस अमाउंट में रिलीज हो गया किसी भी रीजन से, because of any reason, if this acid releases in excess amount, the nature of your stomach will become acidic, and that is how the acidity is caused. Yes, how acidity is caused, students? Acidity is caused by the excess release of HCl acid in our stomach. हमारे पेट में अगर HCl acid ज्यादा अमाउंट में रिलीज हो गया तो हमें एसिडिटी हो सकती है. Now the question is how to get relief. We can get relief by consuming a medication class called antacid. Yes, antacid. So what is this antacid, student? It's a medication. It's a medication containing the group of mild bases. When I say mild, what does I mean? I mean that it's a weak base. What kind of base? Weak base. So what is present in the antacid? Weak base. Now once again refer to our problem, that is stomach acidity, the causing by HCl acid in our stomach. Am I right or am I wrong? Yes, it is due to the excess release of acid. And what are we using to get relief from it? We are using base. So technically here, the base, that is the antacid which we are consuming, it is going to react in your stomach. Yes, it is going to react in your stomach. So the base will try to cancel the effect of acid in your stomach, giving you relief at the same time. So what is our reaction? Neutralization reaction. Reaction between acid and base. Reaction between the acid present in our stomach and the base present in the antacid. So how did we get relief? By using neutralization reaction. Let me give you more information about this. Do you know about ENO? You might be knowing about it. Yes, you might have seen your parents or grandparents or any relative consuming ENO. When do they consume ENO? When they suffer from acidity. So ENO is the powder form of antacid. So antacid can be also found in the form of syrup. Yes, or in the form of tablet. Do you know the name of tablet? Digene it is. Yes, you might have seen doctor prescribing you digene. That's antacid. So antacid is a medication you get in the form of powder, syrup, or tablet. Clear, class? Isn't it easy? Let's move ahead with a question here. So, our stomach secretes dash. Our stomach releases which acid? Hydrochloric acid. Ma'am, what is this? This is sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid. Talking about NaOH, that is sodium hydroxide, and the option D is both A and B. We are all clear with the answer, students? Please tell me, our stomach releases which acid? Our stomach releases hydrochloric acid. Yes? Correct. चलो, what are antacid? Antacid है क्या? Medication, 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 medication. In all the C option? Yes, in all the three options. Correct. But medication containing what? Containing base, containing acid, or containing salt? So the answer is containing bases. Antacids are, yes, antacid contains the group of weak base. Yes, the group of weak base helping to neutralize the excess amount of acid which is present in your stomach. Chalo, let's move ahead and tell me the name of this insect. Ant? Yes, that's what I see. So the ant sting contains formic acid. Ant sting contains formic acid. Now tell me, how many of you have gotten bitten by the ant? किस किस को चींटी ने काटा है? Many of you, even me. I also gotten bitten by the ant. है ना? So, talking about the application. Ma'am, how does neutralization reaction is going to help us with the ant sting? That's the question. So students, when ant bite, what happens? What happens? Yes, you have a small blister and the part swells up. Why the part where which the ant has bitten got swell up and you feel itching as well. So that itching, that swelling is due to formic acid. Correct? Now we need to get relief from this. We need to get relief from this. Yes, from this formic acid, from the blister, from the swelling and the itching. So ma'am, हम क्या करेंगे ऐसे टाइम पे? Good question. We will use neutralization reaction. But before we go deeper, let me give you one question. The sting of an ant contains dash: vinegar, common salt, formic acid, milk of magnesia. The answer is pretty visible here. Formic acid. Yes, ant sting. Ant sting contains formic acid. And that is why when ant bites you, yes, they releases formic acid in our body, in the surface where it's bite. So what are we gonna do? How are we gonna get relief from this? हमको इस चीज से relief कैसे मिलेगा? Ma'am, by using neutralization reaction. Great. But which base you will use? कौन सा base आप use करोगे? So here we will use the base like calamine solution. Yes, ma'am, what is this fancy name? This calamine solution contains base. Calamine solution contains base. So you can apply this calamine solution on the place, the surface where ant has bite. Talking about, yes, we have one more substance which is present in our kitchen. Our mother uses it while cooking some dishes. Ma'am, what is that? Yes, that's baking soda. That's baking soda. Yes, so this baking soda contains base. And if you apply the baking soda, the moist baking soda on the surface where ant has bitten, this baking soda will react with formic acid. कुछ याद आ रहा है कि भूल गए? Tell me. Did you remember or you have forgotten everything? And we have remembered everything. All right. So here the formic acid is going to react with your base, that is baking soda. And that's how your baking soda will neutralize the formic acid. And that's how you will get relief. Is this clear to you, students? How are we going to get relief from the ant bite? Great. Chalo. This is the second application. Now I will take you to the one of the most important application of neutralization reaction. But before that, we will try to solve one question to remember whatever we have learned. So ant bite is cured by, if we get relief from ant bite using which of the following? So here student, we have calamine solution. It's also base. Baking soda is also basic in nature. Slaked lime is also base. So it is very important to know which particular base is used. So what is the answer? Calamine solution, जो मैम ने fancy word starting में बोला था. Yes, and baking soda that you can find at your home as well. So these are the two bases used to get relief from ant bite. Chalo. The important application which I was talking about before is soil treatment. Yes. So student, when I talk about soil, soil is very important for agriculture, and due to agriculture, we eat food. So soil, if farmer uses the fertilizers or insecticides or pesticides in excess amount, the soil sometimes become acidic, yes, more acidic, or sometimes become more basic. Now both the extreme situations are not good for the plant to grow, right? So in this situation, what are we going to do? First, we will solve the acidity of soil. What if the acidic level increases in soil? What do we do? Now it is pretty easy. We are going to use neutralization reaction. So if soil is acidic, we will use two particular bases, any one of it. That is quicklime, it is also base. Slaked lime is also base. Yes, so here the acidic substance which is present in the soil will react with base and it will neutralize. The word neutralize is important. Yes, कौन सा salt बन रहा है ये बात की बात है. Whichever salt is forming, that's not our concern right now. Our concern is to solve the problem. Talking about basicity is similar to this. Now the basic level has increased, students. What are we gonna do now? Ma'am, we will use some acidic substance. And the acidic substance is organic matter. So here the base, yes, the acid is going to neutralize the extra base in our soil. That's how we are going to solve the problem, that is of a soil treatment when soil sometimes become acidic or sometimes become base. All right, so here we have completed our main learning, that is application of soil treatment, application of neutralization reaction in soil treatment. So yes, students, if you want to learn such more concept, you can actually join our app by downloading it from the Play Store. And don't forget to join the bridge course which is specially designed for you. Once again, let me tell you, you will learn such kind of important topics, such kind of topics which are difficult to understand and difficult to remember in the bridge course. We are going to start from Monday. This is 1 week of course, and in this 1 week you will be provided 3 math sessions, 3 science sessions. You will have personal teacher. You'll be able to give homework on app. You'll be able to give test on app and books and PDF as well. So yes, students, you can join this bridge course right now by clicking on the URL which is given below. All right, so here you can also be able to win the coins, and you can use this coin to redeem the gift from ODA Mall. All right, students, now I take a leave. See you in the next class with such more concepts. Bye bye. Take care. Stay awesome. Stay healthy.